Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. EA Sports College Football just about a month into the season, and we are ready for this Week 4 clash. It's the Michigan State Spartans and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
One of the most dedicated fan bases in all of sports, Lincoln, Nebraska is home to Memorial Stadium. 85,000 strong, pack it in every time this team kicks it off. Lincoln becomes one of the most special places to watch a college football game. Definitely a bucket list item. Nebraska continues to be one of the strongest traditions in college sports. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Spartans will kick off first, and here we go. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
The Cornhuskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running inside, it's Ives. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll run for it on third and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a fourth down conversion. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. They feed him again, and they get him down. The Huskers are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Going for it all. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking for a crease. It's Edwards. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
The give to the tailback. Finding some room. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Complete on the left to Smith. Open space at the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Sparty. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Back to pass, it's Calandria. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Oh, and you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
And the Huskers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. On the move, it's Edwards. It'll be a gain of 6. That's up 2nd and 4.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. This is a designed run. Inside the 45. Lots of running room. He's at the 10. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And if the defense didn't know, they know now. That QB right there, man, that dude can fly. This offense is so explosive because the guy who gets the football can take off and make big plays at any point on the field, and he shows you how it's done right there.
Number 9, set to kick it off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They go right back to it. Pretty good job of running to get there to the 32. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Hunter. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
It's caught. Could not make his way to the corner.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
How about the coverage by the defense? It's almost like they knew they were running a curl route, sitting on the route, doing a good job of seeing the quarterback, breaking on the football. This defense is dialed in to no matter what you throw at them.
And they have converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. Kick is in the air. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Under fire. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Working that left side now. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
This offense is trying to build on this lead right now, playing with tons of confidence. What a nice job there. Pass protection, quarterback doing a really great job, seeing the defense, reading the coverage, and being on the same page as his intended target. It's a big pickup for the offense, and here they go. They're trying to score more points.
The run inside. It's Edwards. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Open on the left side is Smith. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7.
That is the score. Michigan State 14, Nebraska 7.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a gap. It's Edwards. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Brings up second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Might as well stick with him. And he's got enough for the first down, and it'll be at the 35.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. This time he wants to throw. Taken in by Smith on the right side. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking downfield, and time is running short. Going deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be 3rd and long. The snap sets up to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Leaves it with the back. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Keeps it on the bootleg. Throws to the wideout. Has it! And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession. They'll snag it just inside the 10. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with a look at North Carolina taking on the number 21 team, the Tulane Green Wave.
He'll bring it out. It's Brenson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge...
Turning it on! A really productive run gets it up to the 31-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll ride the hot hand. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to let it go. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. And the Spartans send out the punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Pulls it in and looking upfield. And the returner will be knocked down. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And it's another 1st and 10 play. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Hey, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Wants to throw on third down. Plucks it out of the air. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Complete out of the backfield. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job.
Breaks free, and he might be gone. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. So now it's second and long. Might be calling a hot route. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready? Red 54. Where did he go?
He's looking to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. We've reached the break, and Michigan State has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On 4th down, going to the air. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Keep it on the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to power their way ahead. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And, man, it's a big decision for this offense. Like, having the lead, does that change your mind? Are you less aggressive, or do you go for the gusto? You try to finish this thing off yourself by getting the first down, continuing to possess the ball here in the 4th quarter with the lead.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. This time it's complete.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple of minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win, but they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to get it through the air. Moving out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hums it downfield. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10.
Ready. Booster. Hydro. Ready, go.
Wants to throw it again. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Here we go.
Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Stepping to the right. There he goes. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. He'll get rid of it. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Makes it past the marker. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Pickup of 5, it's now 2nd and 5. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers, that's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Nebraska calls a timeout, and that's their last one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on 2nd down. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's taking a deep shot. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.